Hey guys, so if you are premenopausal, menopausal, or just have hormonal imbalance, this could apply to you as well. I'm going to touch on really what is causing your hot flashes, your brain fog, your fatigue, your low energy, and your lack of concentration. Insulin resistance. So let's get into it. We back in Keto. So insulin resistance is when insulin pulls glucose out of the bloodstream to put it into cells for energy, but is not able to. The cells essentially are saying no. And the reason for that is because the cells are too packed. There's too much fat in them. They're just too crammed and they can't take anymore. So they just say no. If you're insulin resistant, insulin is not able to pull glucose into the brain cells as well for energy. The hypothalamus gland responds to this starvation by increasing the release of adrenaline, which increases the level of sugar in the blood and raises the heart rate. The increased heart rate increases the body's temperature. Now we have a hot flash. So a hot flash is the brain trying to protect itself from blood glucose starvation. Insulin resistance not only causes hot flashes and brain fog, it also is responsible for fatigue, lack of concentration, and weight gain. Insulin resistance in this case is just redirected to menopause. Insulin resistance in general causes a ton of other issues. Obviously, we know, such as diabetes, type 2. And the more insulin resistant you become, you are putting yourself at risk for diabetes type 3, aka Alzheimer's. So now that you know all of this and you know the two big letter words here that's causing all of this, what are you going to do about it? Well, maybe you don't know what to do, but hopefully I can help you. So we need to start by reversing that insulin resistance. But you need to relieve your cells by not spiking insulin or doing your best to not spike it too much by eating low glycemic foods. However, in the beginning, to really reverse this insulin resistance, you have to start by eating no carbohydrate, at least under 20 grams a day. So there is a name for that diet. And surprise, it's the keto diet. But it's a healthy, well-formulated keto diet. And if you want to jump right to it, go ahead and check out my first video and my second video. It talks all about that. With a healthy, well-formulated keto diet, you're decreasing your carbs dramatically and eating nutrient-dense foods. And by eating this healthy keto diet plan, your body can really begin to heal itself and reverse the insulin resistance. So earlier I talked about how the brain is starving for energy. You need glucose. You might be thinking, well, what the heck? I'm supposed to eat glucose. How do I get glucose to the brain? Good question. A well-formulated ketogenic diet works for menopausal symptoms by replacing the glucose that's lacking in your hormone-deprived brain. And that is because when you're on a ketogenic diet, you are not using glucose as your main fuel source. You're using fat. And that fat is converted by the liver into ketones in the brain that the brain uses for fuel. Ketone bodies are water-soluble fat that can pinch it for glucose in the brain and from other tissues. So essentially, you don't need to get glucose from any other source. You don't need to bring in any carbs or anything. The ketones are going to do that for you. Ultimately, you want to use fat for fuel instead of carbs. Because carbs causes things like insulin resistance, inflammation, hormonal imbalance, and so many other things. It's just best, our bodies are just most efficient at burning fat, where it doesn't cause any of those problems and actually provides a ton of benefits for you. So by now, I hope that you understand what is causing some of those hot flashes and all your menopausal symptoms and what you can do about it. Like I said, there's no easy way out of this and there's no magic pill to take. Really what your body needs are the right inputs so that way it can function properly and give you the outputs that you want. Because our body is like a machine, right? So reduce those carbs, get rid of them, eat nutrient-dense foods, and really start to use fat as burning energy. And I promise you, you will start to see a significant change, and probably very quickly. So I hope this video was very helpful, and I will see you soon. So wait. Before you go, designing your own keto diet plan, understanding where to begin, and understanding all these different components that happen with it can be very difficult and frustrating at the same time. So if you would like to work with me, I offer a really great program where I can do a complete evaluation, provide you with a meal plan with exactly what you should be doing. We reevaluate in a couple of weeks to see if we need to make any adjustments, and I'm available to you anytime. So if this is something that you're interested I have left the link below. You can get in touch with me. Just provide me with your name, what you're looking for, what's going on with you, and I will get in contact with you within 24 hours. Good luck, you guys. We back in